So how many of you remember this video back when the Zephyr gaming mouse was just like an idea on Kickstarter? Back then I was sent an early unit to try out, and to be honest, I thought it was going to be more of a gimmick than anything. I'm always a little sus of Kickstarter, but you know, after I got it, I was kind of surprised at how well it worked. But I mean, it wasn't perfect. There was no software to control the RGB. You couldn't even shut it off if you didn't like want your RGB on. The fan was pretty loud, and when you had it on its highest setting, it had this really weird high frequency vibration that I didn't really notice too much at first, but after I used it for a while at work, it really started to annoy me. But you know, regardless of its prototype type flaws, it did what it claimed to do, and a lot of you out there, like myself, really liked it. Well, I got good news. The Zephyr gaming mouse is back. It's now called the Zephyr PRO RGB, and it's far more refined, and it's also available for purchase. But did they iron out all the issues that the original had?
Thank you to Luster for sponsoring this video. If you're like me, most of your shopping happens online. However, sometimes it's hard to figure out if you're really getting the best product for your money, and this is where Luster can help. Luster is a free product research assistant that helps you make informed purchasing decisions. Say you're shopping for something like a new monitor, but you don't really know which one to buy. Luster will immediately tell you which ones are the best for your budget, so you can be sure you're getting the best bang for your buck. You can actually see why people chose the products they did by checking reviews and ratings from sources that you trust, like Wirecutter, Reddit discussions, and other YouTubers. Luster can even tell you if a product's on sale or compare prices across many retailers like Walmart, Target, or Best Buy. Online shopping is meant to be quick, so save time and money, and always get the best products by installing Luster using the link in the description below. It's completely free.
Well, the first thing that I've noticed is that the build quality has been improved. The RGB has been refined and I think implemented very well. One thing I do like is that they took the RGB strip that was on the top of the original and moved it towards the bottom. So you get like this really cool RGB underglow. If you ever remember underbody lights on cars, I had them in high school. I'm not ashamed. I thought it was cool. Was I? But I know for like the tens of hundreds of you out there that hate RGB for some reason, you can now shut them off. Now for the RGB lights, there's 7 presets with the addition of off, and you can control them with the button on the bottom. You just cycle through it like you would any gaming mouse or any RGB mouse. But if you hate using a button on the bottom of your mouse to control your RGB themes, good news, because the Zephyr Pro gaming mouse now has available software, and it's not garbage tier. The software has 4 pages: keys, performance, lights, and macro. Performance, light, and macro are pretty self-explanatory, but the keys page is my favorite and the reason that I'll probably be using this mouse daily, at least at work, for the foreseeable future. On the keys page, you can assign every single button on the mouse to do whatever you want it to. And I love this. As a person that uses CAD at work a lot, I do a lot of copying and pasting, it seems, and I just hate hitting Control-V, Control-C on the keyboard. And the fact that I can program these 2 side buttons to do Control-C, Control-V is amazing. And it doesn't sound like much, but you would be shocked at how many mice software interfaces out there cannot do that. As for the cooling fan, the one thing that sets this mouse apart from any normal gaming mouse, has it been improved? Yes, greatly. The first thing I noticed is that the fan is now mounted differently. In the original, it was kind of at a 45-degree angle, which was okay, but it shot most of the air at like the lower part of your palm. This fan in this mouse is mounted more parallel to the table, which I think works great because it shoots more of the air directly at the middle of your palm, which is normally the sweaty area.
You're exactly right, and you get a point.
Gone are the speed controls. You can no longer, set it to off, medium, or high. It's now just off or on, which I don't mind. I always ran the other one at medium because, again, high was a bit loud and had some vibration issues, but on and off works good for me. And if you want to turn it off, you just simply hold the button down for 3 seconds and the fan shuts off. And there's even an RGB lighting effect that lets you know when 3 seconds has elapsed. As for noise, this one's infinitely better than the last. It's almost silent. In order to even hear it, you got to put your ear right up against it. You can kind of hear a small hum. For vibration, again, infinitely better. Just using it, you can't really tell too much if the fan's on or off just by vibration. Obviously, you can feel the fan. But I mean, even picking it up, like this, now I can kind of feel the vibration of the fan, but it's not a lot, and it's not that real high frequency vibration that just like ripped the molecules of my hand apart. It's tolerable. It's like a little hum. It's okay. As for the basics, the Zephyr Pro has 6 buttons, again, all of which are programmable. The feet are PTFE, so it slides nice and easily on your mouse pad. The sensor is a PixArt 3389 with a DPI range of 100 to 16,000. And in the software, you can make 7 presets for your DPI settings, and then you control them with the button, and the scroll wheel kind of indicates which preset you're on. The switches are Omerons, and they're said to last up to 50 million clicks, and the whole package weighs in at just 69 grams. Nice. Oh, and the cable's braided, and it's 1.8 meters long. It's actually pretty nice. Doesn't really twist up too easily. It's a good cable. And when you consider the price is $59.99, I think it's a solid pick, especially if you got really sweaty palms. If you got those gamer palms, it's kind of a no-brainer. The one thing, though, I did notice is that the white RGB is a little bit brighter than the black one, which is probably due to the fact that it's white and not black, and white reflects more light than black does. But that is pretty much it. Everything else was great. But before we wrap it up, it's one thing for me to tell you that this fan works. It's another one for me to show you. Just like last time, we're gonna do kind of a little test to visualize the airflow around the little mouse here. We're gonna do it kind of the same way with my Halloween smoke machine that's been pretty clutch for the channel. The idea is I wanna put a real thin layer of fog or smoke on the table, and we can kind of see how the fan draws air in, and then after it's drawn in, how it throws it out. So if you're wanting a solid gaming mouse with active hand cooling, there's really not too many options out there, but this one is one that really does work well at both cooling your hands and gaming.